Hello everybody, my name is Paul Akmanik and I am a recovering attorney. What is that, you ask? Well, for the first 14 years of my professional career, I was a real estate attorney, helping individuals buy and sell their properties after the contract was accepted. Now, I'm working with Coldwell Banker as a realtor, helping sellers transition from one property to the next, as well as buyers find their dream home. Previously, I talked about the importance of having a solid team working together with you to ensure the success of your transaction. One such team member is an inspector. Joining me today, Jesse Mills with Straightforward Home Inspection. Jesse, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me, Paul.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, some of your background, and how we got to where we're at today?
Well, I'm a home inspector. I own my own company. I was in construction, residential construction for 25 years, and it's backbreaking. I didn't want to do it anymore, even though I was really good at it. I much rather enjoy pointing at stuff now and helping clients understand how their home works.
So, Jesse, if you can tell us your title and position with the company?
I am the president and lead inspector.
And as inspector, what is your role or position? What does that entail?
Well, my job is to convey to my clients what the condition is in their home with the major systems and components.
And then when do you get involved in the inspection process?
During the attorney review period. So sellers accept a contract. Next full business day is the beginning of the attorney review period. They have 5 days typically to get an inspection and a report back to their lawyer.
Sure. Now, is there a difference between a condominium unit inspection and a single-family home inspection?
Yeah, single-family home inspection. I'm getting on roofs. I'm getting in crawl spaces. Or in attic spaces and things like that. A condominium has a thing called an HOA, which you know what it is. That's a homeowners association. They are responsible for the structure and exterior and many other things that I can't affect with an inspection during that real estate transaction.
Now, is the purchaser required to attend the inspection with you?
They're not required, but I like them to be there, because I tell all my clients that I'm the liaison between the real world and the litigious language of the report.
So what happens if something arises during the inspection? How does that handle?
Like what?
An inspection issue, broken
glass. Well, my job is to explain to people how the home works and what the condition of the stuff is in. So, if there's broken glass, there's something wrong with everything, right? Every house, even new construction, is not perfect. So you just got to kind of bring it up to people. If there's broken glass, we go over it, and I let them know what the effects of any issue would be going forward if it were left unrepaired.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, are all inspection companies the same? And if so, what makes you different from everybody else?
No, not all inspection companies are the same. What makes us different, I would like to say, is we interact with the clients and we talk with them through there. It's a process where they need to ask questions and address concerns, and then we take the time out to do that. There's also the report. So you have a great service, an inspector who's going to help you understand your home or your future home, and then you got the product, which is the report. So I write my reports so that an 11-year-old can understand them. It's like looking through a comic book. Lots of pictures. We have a thing called an action list that is a simplified, formatable PDF version of it to make everything, the collaboration a lot easier afterward.
And is the purchaser allowed to contact you directly if they have questions about the report?
Oh yeah, I tell all my clients, my office answers the phone immediately, and I get back to all my clients within 12 to 24 hours or less.
Now, after you work through the inspection issues, do you ever find occasion that you're going back to the property before closing to help the purchaser and be sure that all the inspection items were resolved prior to that closing?
Sometimes. I've had that happen sometimes. That's not, by no means is that a regular thing. That's why I need the reports to be really easy for everyone to understand. They can take it and put it on their device and walk through on the final walkthrough and compare pictures, for example. But I have been on things where, like someone had an issue with an electrical panel. Well, they wanted me to be there, and so I could take it back off and see if they, because the sellers said that they had fixed everything or had it fixed, and I wanted to make sure that was true, and my office actually, was able to squeeze me in there, for the final walkthrough, which is kind of difficult because that's a certain time and day, and I might be inspecting at that point in time. But
From your experience, what are the top issues a buyer should be wary of or be looking for in an inspection?
All right. Well, I tell all my clients that there's 3 tiers of issues: tier 1, 2, and 3. Right. Tier 1 is major structural, major electrical, major plumbing, and/or environmental. You got to spend so much money to bring the house up just to a minimum safety level. You don't want the clients don't want to buy the house anymore, and they weren't even aware, and now they know. Now there's tier 2 stuff. That's all the stuff that's negotiable, like broken glass. You got outlets. There's something wrong with everything. So outlets that are incorrect, or glass that's maybe broken, handrails. Lights that don't work, all the little things that you can negotiate about. That's tier 2. Tier 3 is, hey, they're just going to roll up their sleeves and take care of those problems themselves because they want the house for, reasons X, Y, and Z.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today, Jesse. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it, Paul. Thanks for having me.
Everyone, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate it. If you liked it, please hit the button. Don't forget to comment and follow. Thanking Jesse Mills once again with Straightforward Home Inspections.
Yes, that's right. I'm Jesse Mills, owner of Straightforward Home Inspections, working for you, fair and square.